Hello student, welcome to next practical number 12 of object oriented programming. In this practical we see the multi-level inheritance program to implement the multi-level inheritance. Okay, in last practical we see the single inheritance. So let's start. Practical significance: the use of inheritance show the reusability of the existing class property and the deriving new class with additional property. Okay, so practical significance is same as the last practical. Program outcomes are also same as last practical. So first we see the what is multi-level inheritance, and then we see one program. Okay, here is some theoretical background. Multi-level inheritance in C++ programming, not only you can derive a class from base class, but you can also derive a class from derived class. Okay, this form of inheritance is called as multi-level inheritance. Okay, so it is easy to understand by diagrammatical representation, so that we see this is syntax for multi-level inheritance. First we define one base class. By class is the keyword and base class name. Then we define properties and members. Then we derive one class from base class. Okay, and then we again derive another class from derived class. So first here the pictorial representation: first parent class, then from parent class we derive first derived class, and from first derived class we derive another derived class. Okay, so this is concept of multi-level inheritance. So यहाँ पे derived class से we can derive another class. Okay, so that in simple word we can derive a new class from derived class. It's called as multi-level inheritance. Okay, or another thing is we can only derive one class, not two class. Okay, so remember this thing. Okay, here is code is also there. Okay, solve these questions. Okay, this we write the program for this. Write a C++ program to implement following multi-level inheritance. So if in examination, if this type of diagram is seen, that this diagram shows the multi-level inheritance. Okay, so it is simple understand with the help of diagram. Okay, in diagram says first is class person, which having three data members: name, gender and age. Okay, so ये अपना base class हो गया. उससे derive हो रहा है class employee. Okay, class employee is derived from person. Okay, then employee class having three data members: employee ID, company and salary. Okay, then we derive another class from employee. पर्सन से डिराइव हो रहा है एम्प्लॉय, एंड एम्प्लॉय से डिराइव हो रहा है प्रोग्रामर. ओके, सो प्रोग्रामर क्लास इज द डिराइव क्लास फ्रॉम एम्प्लॉय, विच हैविंग वन डेटा मेंबर, नंबर ऑफ प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज नोन. ओके, सो इट इज वन डेटा मेंबर. सो वी ट्राई टू राइट दिस प्रोग्राम एंड एग्जीक्यूट द प्रोग्राम. ओके, सो दिस इज आवर प्रोग्राम. ओके, so simple. First we define two header file, hash include iostream.h and hash include conio.h. Okay, then we define class person, that is our base class. Okay, in person there are three data members: age, name and gender. Okay, so age in integer, so we take the data type integer. Name is in string or is in character, so we take the data type char. We create the array of string. Okay, array of characters. Okay, so for name के लिए character array बनाया, और for gender also in character, so we we create one array of the characters. Okay, so size is different. name के लिए 20 size दिया है, it means it can store the 20 characters, and gender के लिए 10 दिया है, so it can store the maximum 10 characters. Okay, so we define three data members: age, name and gender. Then we define one member function. Okay, data member is used to store the data. Member function are used to implement the code. Okay, so this code is executed when this function is called. Okay, so get एक function बनाया void get inside get we this function is created to get the data from user. Okay, so input के लिए बनाया है. So first we define the string cout, enter the name of person. Okay, so this string is displayed on the screen. After the screen programmer or user enter the data. Okay, so जो data enter होगा क्या enter करेंगे, enter the name of person. So name enter होगा which is stored in the name, which already defined in our in this class data member. Okay, then second is enter age of the person, store in the age variable, and third enter gender, store in the gen. Okay, so we already defined 3 variables and use this to store the data. Okay, here function is closed. Then our class first base class is closed. Okay, next we define another class. Second class is employee, which is derived from person. So this code is very important. First class is the keyword and employee is the new class. Okay, our new class, and colon public. Here we define the name of base class. कौन सी क्लास से डिराइव करना है, person से. So write the name of the class person. Okay, so person is our base class and employee is derived from the person class. Okay, next in person class there are 3 data members. We defined as public, integer, employee ID is in number, salary also in integer. So we take the data type integer. Then name of the company name we create character array. Okay, size of array is 20, so it can store the 20 characters. Okay, so these are the data members 3. Then we define one function accept to get this all data. First enter the employee ID. Okay, ID store करने के लिए वेरिएबल यूज किया है emp id. Okay, so c out and c in, these are the input output function. अभी ये आपको सबको पता है. Okay, then next one enter name of company. Okay, company के लिए वेरिएबल बनाया comp. Okay, so comp. Then enter the salary के लिए वेरिएबल है sal. Okay, so we get the 3 data. When the accept function is called, this instructions or this line of code is executed. Okay, here function is closed and here class is closed. Our second class is closed. Then we define another class, programmer, third class, which is derived from employee. So our employee is derived from person and programmer is derived from employee. So remember, very easy. सिर्फ आपको यहाँ पे प्रॉपर नाम डिफाइन करना है, कौन से क्लास से कौन सा क्लास डिराइव हो रहा है. ओके, सो हियर आवर न्यू क्लास इज प्रोग्रामर. सो डिफाइन क्लास प्रोग्रामर कोलन पब्लिक एंड देन राइट द नेम ऑफ द क्लास बेस क्लास. ओके, जिससे आपको डिराइव करना है. ओके, सो मुझे प्रोग्रामर डिराइव करना है कौन से क्लास से, एम्प्लॉय क्लास से. क्यों कर रहे हैं हम लोग ये, वाई, बिकॉज इनहेरिटेंस इज द कंसेप्ट इन दैट वी कैन यूज द प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ बेस क्लास. मीन्स प्रोग्रामर जो क्लास है ये डिराइव हो रहा है एम्प्लॉय से, सो इट कैन यूज द वेरिएबल और डेटा मेंबर्स ऑफ दिस क्लास. ओके, देन इनसाइड दिस प्रोग्रामर क्लास देर इज वन डेटा मेंबर इंटीजर लैंग्वेज. वाई, बिकॉज नंबर ऑफ लैंग्वेज नोन के लिए एक वेरिएबल बनाए लैंग्वेज. ओके, देन वी क्रिएट वन फंक्शन void in. Okay, so enter number of programming language known and store into language. So here function is closed. Okay, so we get the data, various data. In first base class we get data name, age and gender. In employee class we get the data employee ID, salary and company name. In programmer class we get the data number of language known. Okay, so all are the data is displaying this. To display we create one function void display. Okay, so here another function is created in programmer class void display, and we display the all information one by one. First we display person name, second we display age, then gender, employee ID, name of the employee, salary and number of programming language known. Okay, so first 3 are from base class, super base class. Employee ID, company name, salary is from second derived class, first derived class, and number of programming language is from third derived class. Okay, so all data we can use in the lastly derived class. Okay, so it is one this is called as inheritance. Why? Because we use the all data okay, from previous or base classes. Okay, here function is closed and here class is closed. Then we create object, then we define main function void main. Inside void main we create the object of lastly derived class. Last में कौन सा derive है? Programmer. So we create object of programmer class. So for object write the name of class programmer and p1. So programmer is the name of class and p1 is the object name. Okay, then we define one function clr_str to clear the output screen, and then we call one by one function. So get is the function from first class, that is person. Okay, so to call that function we use p1 dot get. Then accept is the function from second derived class, that is employee. Okay, so p1 dot accept. Then in and display, these two functions are from programmer class. So p1 dot in, p1 dot display. Okay, when you call this function the line of code is executed. Okay, so सिंपल यहाँ पे देखो, अभी जब मैं डिस्प्ले को कॉल कर रहा हूँ तो डिस्प्ले जब कॉल होगा तो जो लाइन ऑफ कोड डिस्प्ले में लिखा है वो एग्जीक्यूट करेगा वो. Okay, so first we always call the function input function. Okay, so get is input function, accept is input function, in is input function. Why? Because we take the data. And display is only output function. Why? Because it displays some output on the screen. Okay, so remember this thing. The sequence also very important. Sequence of calling function. अभी अगर आप अपने यहाँ पे डायरेक्टली p1 डॉट डिस्प्ले कॉल किया फर्स्ट, सो इट नॉट डिस्प्ले द डेटा. वाई? बिकॉज यू कैन नॉट गेट द डेटा. ओके, सो फर्स्ट अपने को क्या कॉल करना पड़ेगा? फर्स्ट गेट कॉल करना पड़ेगा, फर्स्ट एक्सेप्ट कॉल करना पड़ेगा, then in call करना पड़ेगा. Why? Because we take the data from the user and then display. To display data we display the call the display function. Okay, so this is program. So now we compile the program. So for compiling shortcut is Alt F9. So there is no error, our program is executed successfully. Then to run the program, Control F9. Okay, so first is executed, enter person name Kedar. Okay, just I take one example. Then age of the person is, if I take 22, gender is male, employee ID 1234, company name TCS. Okay, salary 10,000. Okay, then programming language known 5. Okay, so we all give the all input data. And now if when I enter S, it display the all data, like person name is equal to Kedar, person age equal to 22, gender male, employee ID 1234, name of company is TCS, salary is equal to 10,000, number of programming language is 5. So this is simple example of multi-level inheritance. Okay, so all students try to execute this program, and another program is also given in your manual. Create one class car type, then derive one class brand name speed, and another class model. Okay, model name price. Okay, so you can also write this program. Many time examination also, examination में आपको एक दो प्रोग्राम कंपलसरी है ऑन इनहेरिटेंस. ओके, सो डायग्राम से आपको पता चलेगा विच टाइप ऑफ इनहेरिटेंस इज there in the example. Okay, if this type of diagram is display, then that time it is multi-level inheritance. Okay, and complete your manuals. Thank you.